In this video, I will tell you about Paint Eco Boiled Linseed Oil Paint's proper use. Boiled linseed oil paint consists of boiled linseed oil and mineral pigments. Paint, unlike stain, will cover wood structure completely. Paint can be used for both indoors and outdoors. Indoors, it could be used on walls, ceilings and floors. Outdoors, it could be used for wooden facades of buildings. Paint can also be used on lime plaster. You can learn more about this on our website by watching a video about Arvid's Blockster. In stores, you can find our paint in 10 different colours, but in our factory in Latvia, you can order the colour tone in the NCS catalogue. Before we begin, let's choose the right tools. I recommend a good high quality natural or mixed bristle brushes. However, if you don't have these type of brushes, you can also use a synthetic brush, but it must be improved by cutting off about a third part of the bristles with a pair of scissors. By cutting the bristles, the brush becomes firmer and it helps to rub linseed oil into the wood. Using it this way, it is possible to get a better result and also help to extend the life of the stain. Before you begin, it is important to check the condition of the material. The surface should be clean, dry and free of dust. The moisture content has to be about 15 to 18%. When you open the tin, it is very important to stir the paint very well to ensure that the colour is not going to be different from the sample. To do the job properly, I recommend to apply 2 layers of paint. For the first layer, the paint should be diluted with about 15 to 20% of pine turpentine. Here, I have the paint and here the pine turpentine, of which is added to the paint and stirred very well. The paint plus pine turpentine will help it to absorb into the wood, so the paint layer will be smoother. Turpentine also helps the linseed oil paint to dry faster. Dip the tip of the brush into the paint and apply it on the surface. You should try and apply the paint in very thin layers. This paint is used mainly for restoration and outdoor use, so it is important to soak the end grain of the plank with the paint more because this is where the wood absorbs most of the moisture, and that can slightly damage the quality of the paint. The paint forms a smooth coating, and it doesn't peel off. It is not fragile and the paint penetrates relatively deep into the wood. It is worth mentioning that this paint, unlike other Paint Eco products, does not require excess paint to be rubbed off after the application. After 3 to 4 days, it is recommended to apply one more coat of paint, which does not need to be diluted with turpentine. As you can see, the second coat is a little bit shinier, as it would be if applied once. Good luck!